welcome back to my channel, The Little Stuff. Here to make a video. This is not a wine unbox, despite the fact that I have a glass of wine. There is a reason I have a glass of wine. I am recording this on Thursday the 17th of May. It is the day before my birthday. Growl has come to say hello, and I suck at taking corks out of wine without getting cork actually in the wine. But anyway, I have just seen my dad, so that's why there's a glass of wine. Now, what I wanted to get onto you about is I mentioned earlier in the year that I was getting myself a new doll, who Growler is currently sniffing, and you may be able to see. Now, I have been wanting to get a new doll for a very long time, and I've only just been able to get one. This is an 8-year hiatus, and I decided to go for the new Resinsoul Teacher's Kit. Resinsoul Nian sculpt. Nian, which is a little MSD sculpt. I think it's an MSD, or is it the OSD? Because this is only 35. Growler, why are you lifting my fingers? No, I'm not going to argue, because you normally don't show. But anyway, as you can see, this little guy is a dragon centaur. I love his sculpt. I loved the photos of his sculpt. Now, on the original photos, it's red and blue transparent resin, and it looked really nice, but I was like, I don't want to go for the blue, I just want a red. So, we have my little Nian. He is red transparent resin, as you can see, which is absolutely beautiful. I love this resin. Even though you can see the elastic through the resin, I don't know, it just still looks so beautiful and stunning, and I really like it quite a bit. And then I went for the white skin option for the top half. Reason being, I am looking for a sculpt for a particular character. Whoops, but anyway, actually I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to stick with this. So let's start with first thing first. I'm not a huge fan of the horn. I'm not sure if he will keep it, or whether it will be given to Una. You will be introduced to later. I'm sure you've seen her in the background before at some points. But it's magnetic. There's his head comes off really easily, which is really nice. It's magnetised on the little clip. But there is also a magnet. That scared you, didn't it? I don't know why that scared you, because you're normally not that scared. Easily scared. On the inside of the head, his eyes are really nice actually as well. I really like the eyes that they've given him for me, which is really bright icy blue. Reminds me of one of my favourite characters from a video game I'm currently playing. His sculpt is really quite sweet, very cute, very light, and he's got lovely little pointed ears. I really like the way his head looks. And the way it just clips on so easily. And while the magnet isn't particularly strong on the head, it's quite nice. I love his face. Now, originally there was a possibility that this little guy would become a she more than a he, because you know, oh, you want to. Now you're going to see me struggling with him quite a bit. It's nothing to do with the sculpt itself, it's actually how tight he's strung. But as you can see, he stands really nicely. So that's not a huge issue. It's just literally how tightly he's been strung. And I'm not someone who enjoys restringing their dolls. I mean, I had to do it for Evelyn, and I didn't do it great. She's not as tightly strung as she could be, or as tightly strung as she needs to be, and she's still got a lot of work to go with her, but anyway. See, very tightly strung. But he can reach his face, which is really quite cool when he does things like this. A cute little evil stare. Wahahaha, and the villain with his little... But yeah, so he's got a nice range of motions in the arms. And I love these claws. I want to see if I can get them close so that you guys can see. Come on, please focus. You know? There we go. I think you can just about make out his hands. They're really nice, taloned little handies. Let's get you back to focusing that way. There we go. They are adorably cute. I love the hands. He's got a nice range of motion on his. That was growl or attacking motion. On his torso, so he can lean back when his strings aren't tight enough. You know, he can lean to the side, he can lean forward a bit. I'm going to need to sway him. I'm also going to need to let the elastic stop being so kicky. Because he does keep hugging himself. Like Wakanda forever or Wonder Woman. He's a cutie. Anyway, and on his back, I really like, I don't know if you can see inside, but they've sculpted some scales on his back, so it follows the rest of the scales down. The joint on the in-tooth dragon is interesting, to say the least, because I can't really move that around too much. But I think that's, again, more to do with how he's strong, because, you know, he can kind of sit like that if I move him around a bit. Okay. His legs, he's got these adorable little, like, puppy claws. They look more like puppy claws than dragon claws. But you know what? Once you've painted them up, and I will paint them up because they're going to be white. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure they'll look good. They are rather furry leg-wise, which is why you can see that this is the deer sculpt that they've added puppy feet to. And I'm actually okay with that. It kind of, I might end up actually doing some very light, just take his wings off, fluff, like feathering around his ankles, because I think that would make him look quite unique. So yeah, he has a fair range of movement on his legs, which kind of is the way that a animal like this would move. You know, they can't really move much more than that. His torso, again, I have taken some pictures on my Instagram of him lying down. Please stop chewing your face. Of him lying down, so he can like kind of turn himself like that. Oh, I didn't notice that. That's really cool. But anyway, whoops. So yeah, you can sit like that. That's actually really cute. I like that. And you know, his that joint is quite good for what it is. Whoops, what ails you. The back legs, of course, can move forward and kind of side to side, so they allow him to lie down. And the joints here are really nice too. You can hear them clicking. They actually have two separate, so there's that joint there, so they can just go like that, and go like that. So there's 3 joint settings for the back legs. Paws can obviously move everywhere. The tail, now the magnets on the tail are ridiculously strong, like really quite strong, and allow you to as well, so you can kind of move his tail around. So when he's lying down, you can have the tail curved. And it's really, I love how smooth this resin is. I keep stroking him because he's such a beautiful feeling resin compared to, like, I love Vincent, and I love Lorraine and Una and Evelyn, but this resin is so soft and so smooth. It makes me happy on a fundamental level. I know. At the moment, he does kick quite a bit, but then Vincent and Evelyn both kicked really badly when I first got them. Evelyn didn't kick too badly, she's from Zoom, and neither did Una. Evelyn did, however, enjoy kicking people in the face. The only time she would kick was when she was going to hit someone, especially if you just upset her. Ask my sister. And the final bit, whoops, are his beautiful wings made out of transparent resin, because I really wanted to see what the transparent resin would do. I didn't want to go for the body to be translucent because I wanted to kind of do some merging here, so there's going to be something going on with his torso. But these are really pretty wings. I love how detailed the sculpt on this. If this was a Warhammer fantasy model, I'd have dry brushed this and then highlighted all the scales. And I still may do that because, you know, I think it'd be really cool to give him some contrasting scale patches to stay. And yep, these are the magnets on these are relatively weaker compared to the one on the tail. I think they have to be to allow movement for the model, but they can go down like this, or a bit more up, kind of like that. Now I like both of them, they both look quite good.